My wife claimed I abandoned her and the kids. The courtroom smelled of dust and polished wood. A suffocating quiet hung in the air, broken only by the slow shuffle of papers. She sat across from me, eyes wet, lips trembling. But I knew her tears were theater. She had rehearsed them in the mirror. My husband vanished for a year, she told the judge, voice shaking just enough to seem fragile. No calls, no support. He abandoned me and our children. Every word slid like a knife. I said nothing. The judge turned, gaze heavy. Anything to say for yourself, soldier? Soldier. He used the word because of the uniform folded inside my closet, the oath etched into my bones. I stood. My hands were steady. My chest was not. One step forward. I laid a single document on the bench. No words, just the quiet slap of paper against wood. The judge read the header. His lips parted. His eyes flicked to her. "Ma'am," he said slowly, "your husband's absence was at the direct order of the President. This is a matter of national security." Her face drained, color vanished, and for the first time in months she had no script. It began with a phone call I was never meant to hear, a whisper through static. Her voice soft, intimate. Not the way she spoke to me, not the way she should have spoken to anyone else. I was thousands of miles away, buried in sand and silence, but her betrayal cut through distance. When I returned, she was waiting, with smiles, dinner on the table, the children asleep. Her hands touched mine as if nothing had happened, but her eyes avoided mine. The first night back, I couldn't sleep. I watched her breathing, counted every rise, every fall. Each one felt like a lie. Then the letters started arriving. Not for me, never for me. Credit card statements, receipts tucked into drawers, hours unaccounted for. And when she looked at me in the morning, I saw it, the calculation, the way she studied my face to see if I knew. I didn't show her, not yet. I became an observer in my own house. Her phone, face down, always. A smile that never reached her eyes. Excuses dressed as explanations. I searched without searching, quiet, methodical. A lipstick receipt, a hotel reservation under a false name. And the worst, the way our children spoke of Mommy's friend. I recorded it all in silence. Dates, times, details. Evidence piled higher than the walls I'd built around myself. At night, I lay beside her, pretending to sleep, pretending to believe, pretending the woman I married still existed. But in my mind, I planned. I had lived in war zones. I knew patience. I knew how to wait for the perfect moment. This was no different. The DNA results arrived in a thin white envelope. I didn't open it immediately. I set it on the table, stared at it, let it breathe in the same room with me. When I finally tore it open, the truth bled across the page. One of the children, mine. The other, not. I read it twice, then 3 times. My pulse did not change. My face did not change. But inside, something died. That night, she asked me why I was so quiet. I slid the report across the table. No words. Her hands trembled when she opened it. Her lips quivered as she tried to speak. I said nothing. I only watched. When her knees gave way, I didn't move. When she begged, I didn't answer. When she cried, I didn't comfort. I had already buried the part of me that cared. She thought she was clever. She thought she could paint me as a deserter, an unfit father, a ghost who abandoned his family. But I had waited for this moment. In the courtroom, under oath, she laid out her story. A year of absence, no calls, no support. Every lie sharpened to a blade meant for me. And then the judge turned, asked me if I had anything to say. I didn't defend myself. I didn't explain. I didn't raise my voice. I simply laid the document down. The judge read the seal. His jaw tightened. His voice shook as he turned to her. "Ma'am, your husband's absence was under presidential order. This is classified at the highest level. You attempted to deceive this court." Her face collapsed, pale, frozen. The officers moved before she did, hands on her arms, cuffs locking around her wrists. Her eyes searched mine, wide with disbelief. I didn't blink. When it was over, I walked out into the sunlight. The sky was bright, almost mocking. Life carried on outside the courthouse, children laughing, traffic humming, strangers moving forward. She was inside, swallowed by her lies. I felt nothing for her, not anger, not grief, nothing. The truth had cut too deep to leave emotion. All that remained was silence. I thought of the oath I had taken, to serve, to protect, to endure. I had done my duty, abroad, at home, in silence. Now the battlefield was empty. I walked away, and I never looked back. She had tried to erase me with lies, yet in the end, she erased only herself.